Good morning, students. Welcome to our computer class. This is your second class after your pre-half year unit test, right? In our last class, we have discussed about pre-half year unit test question paper. Now, in today's class, we will start chapter 3, where we will learn few advanced features of Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word already you have learned in class 4. Now, in this chapter in class 5, you will learn few formatting options to enhance the appearance of text. That means it will change the look of the text in a document to make the document attractive. So, let's start. What are the options we will learn here? Format painter, superscript, subscript, shadow and shape. And two editing option also we will learn. Find and replace. So let's start with format painter. What is that? This is a feature of Microsoft Word which helps us to copy the format of one text to another text in a document. So let's have a look. I have copied one text from Wikipedia which I am pasting here. This one. It has two paragraphs. Let me change the format of my first paragraph. Select it. I will change the color of this text to blue. I will make it italic and I will change the font type also. Comic Sans MS. Now I want to apply the same format to a text of this paragraph also. So what to do? I have to follow the same steps which I have done to format this paragraph. Instead of that, I can copy the format of this paragraph to this text. How? Select the full paragraph or any text of this paragraph. Then select this format painter option which is present under the clipboard group of home tab. Select it. Your mouse pointer shape will change to a brush symbol. Using this brush symbol, which text you will select, on that text the format which has copied will be applied. See now? And your mouse pointer shape will change to I-beam symbol which is the default symbol in the work area of Microsoft Word document. Okay. So this way easily we can copy the format of one text to another without copying the text. Now we can copy a format of one text to multiple text also. So in that case, after selecting the text whose format I will copy, you have to double click on this format painter button. Now same way you can select text to apply the format, but you can select multiple text also. See, the format painter button is still on. Now to off it, you have to click on it. Understood? So this way we can copy the format of one text to multiple text in a document. Next feature is superscript and subscript. So using superscript and subscript, easily we can put a text slightly above the main text or slightly below the baseline in small size. Like if you want to write H2O, H2O, first you write, but you have to bring down these two slightly below the baseline. What to do? You select 2 now and go to this subscript button which is present in the font group of home tab. See now, H2O. Same way, if you want to write x square, so you write x2, then you select 2 and make it as superscript from the superscript button of font group. See, x square. So subscript and superscript make the text smaller than the main text and it will put the text slightly above the normal text or slightly below the baseline of the normal text. Superscript for above the text, subscript for below the baseline. Understood? Then applying shadow. This is an effect which will make your text more attractive, to emphasize the text. So how to do that? First you select the text. Achha, let me increase the size of the text, otherwise you will not be able to understand. Now after selecting the text, you have to go to the font group of home ribbon. Here this is the button which is called text effects and typography. Click on this button, one menu will come with many effects. You have to go to this shadow option. One sub menu will open with many shadow styles, outer, inner in different group. You just keep the mouse on any shadow style. The shadow will be reflected on the text as preview. So which one is perfect for you? You click on that to apply that shadow on your text. See now. Understood? Next is find and replace option. These are editing. That's why they are present in editing group of home ribbon. Let me undo everything, all my actions. This is the text which I have pasted here. Find option is used to find out a text in a document. To click on this find button, one navigation pane will appear at the left hand side of your work area with the text box. In this text box, you have to type the text to be searched. Like I want to search India. So all India, all the occurrence of India in your document will be highlighted. So this way easily we can search all occurrence of a text in our document. Close it. Now replace is another option which is used to find and replace all occurrence of a text by another text or few occurrence of a particular text by another text. So for that you have to select this replace option. this find and replace dialog box will come. Here also you can go to find tab to find any text in your document, or you can go to replace a text by another text. So what to replace, that you write here in find word box, and by which text you will replace this word, that you write in replace with box. Like here I am writing Bharat. I want to replace all India by Bharat. Now you click on replace all button, it will replace all occurrence of India by Bharat. Or if you want to replace few occurrence of India by Bharat, not all, then you have to search that occurrence using find next button and then replace. I am doing replace all to replace all India by Bharat. Now, see here, no more India is present in my document, all became Bharat. Understood? Next is shapes. We can draw any shape in our document. Let me remove this text. So shape option you will find in insert ribbon. Click on this insert tab to open insert ribbon. In illustration group you will find shapes button. Click on that shapes button. Many shapes will come in different category. Whichever shape you want to draw in your document or want to insert in your document, select that shape. Like this one, rounded rectangle, means rectangle with rounded corner. Select it. Your mouse pointer shape will change to a plus symbol. Now draw your shape here. The shape will appear with its default format. You can change the style also. In this shape styles group, you will get multiple styles. You just hover the mouse on any style. The style will be reflected here on your shape. This is the preview. To apply it, you have to click on that. If you are not satisfied with these styles, you can click on this more button to get more styles. You can select any styles from here, like I am selecting this one. Now you can change the style of this border, color of this border and thickness of the border by clicking on this shape outline. See here color, I am selecting green outline color. See, you can make it thick. You click on this weight 4.5 point. See, even you can change the style of the outline also, dashes. See, this dashes I can use for outlines. Okay, now here one more option is there, shade effects. You can add effects also, shadow, reflection, glow, shadow. You can apply shadow, any shadow which you like. You just keep the mouse pointer on the shadow style, it will be reflected on your shape. To apply it, you have to select it. Reflection, see, a reflection appears just below the shape. Then glow, see here, it is glowing now. We can also add text here in my shape. How? Just select the shape, right click on it, add text. The cursor will appear at the center of your shape. Now you start typing, or you just select the shape and start typing. I am writing our school name, VSM. Now you can increase the size of this text. You can apply effect also. You can change the color, font, anything like this. And see here, whenever you will click on this shape or when you will insert any shape, under this drawing tool, this format tab will come, which will help you open the format ribbon to change the format of this shape. And when you will click outside, that format button will disappear. So this is only for your shape. Okay. So we have completed this chapter. Now you have to read this chapter thoroughly line by line, and you need to practice these features in your computer if you have computer in home. And you must solve the exercise also. In your next class, I will provide the answer key of the exercise and we will start the next chapter. After completing this 2 Excel chapter, I will teach some extra features which are not there in your book, but after completing both the chapters. So see you in our next class. Till then, bye. Have a nice day.